Two match Brown. Bad middle of that. We got Get Up. Look at our contenders. Perkins breaks down NBA Contender or Pretender team. Hey man, let's get straight to
Bobby
it.
Marks, Wendy, Kendrick Perkins are going to play it with us. And Wendy, I'm going to start with
my
you.
Lakers are
Are
contenders.
the Knicks contenders?
Wait, that mean they could win it, right? No.
With respect, I have to say they're pretenders. Look, they've been so good offensively. Brunson and Towns are having great seasons. But they're 0-5 against the Celtics, Cavs, and Thunder. And I have to honor that. Now, next weekend, Friday in Cleveland, Sunday in Boston. They can start to change the narrative right out of the break. Mitchell Robinson is back soon. Maybe that'll help them. But if they can't beat a team ahead of them in the standings once, how can I think they can do it 4 times over multiple series?
Perk, where do you vote on the Knicks?
Oh, they're contenders. We need to see them hold, though. They need to get Mitchell Robinson back. And, yes, Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson can play together. We saw that with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert because his ability to be able to stretch the floor. They have one guy on their team, Wendy, that you failed to mention that could be the X factor in any series against those other 2 top teams in the Eastern Conference, and that's OG Anunoby.
Okay.
He's that much of a difference maker when he's on his best game.
They say he didn't play that last game.
When it comes down to a 7-game series, he can be that Drew Holiday, what Drew Holiday was to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown last year, and what Drew Holiday was to Chris Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo when he was with the Bucks.
Bobby, where do you weigh in on the Knicks?
For the guy who said they had the best starting 5 back in September, I'm going to have to agree with Brian and say pretender. I just think the body of work this year, 11-12 against teams under 500, the team they will probably face in the first
they did lose
round,
us when we had no Luka.
They've got their doors blown off, and
we got a good
both
team
games here. And I don't know what their identity is. They're 18th in defensive efficiency,
that ain't really
certainly
crazy.
one of the better offensive
I'm
teams.
saying that that was when we didn't. That was when
Luka
Luka was still on the team, by the way.
Teams, certainly in the Eastern Conference, either Cleveland and Boston. I have to put them in the pretender category.
Wendy, defensively, are they just too big of a liability? I mean, they scored 5 140
they got
games this
bad
year.
defense.
We know they can score points.
Yeah, the standard is very high. If you watch the way Cleveland and Boston play, you're just going to be stressed on that end a lot. Look, I think that's a 6-game series in either case. The Knicks can beat you with some of their offensive firepower. I just don't think they have enough defensively to win it 4 times and beat them both, which is what they would have to do to win.
That's why I'm with Nico, bro.
Cleveland, they're one of the best
Not with getting
right
rid of
now.
Luka, but defense wins championships.
So, Perk, this one's for you. Are the Cavs contenders or pretenders?
They got DeAndre Hunter.
Hell yeah, they contenders. Look, the Cavs could actually win it all. They have everything. They check all the boxes.
Now you said that about everybody, but we can beat these niggas, bro. I hope y'all just beat the Celtics, bro. Please, bro. That's the only team that could. I feel like, cause Kyrie gonna go off on every other team. It's not because the scenery. It's not because he in Boston, bro. Kyrie is just their length, bro. They all 6'5", 6'6", and up, bro. Like, that's a crazy tall ass lineup, bro. And it's a super team. Don't ever forget that. Like, that is a super team. Them niggas is not all supposed to be on the same team, bro. Like, at all. Like, I just heard some say, like, they got, like, some cheat code or cheat with the CBA. Like, they got a team that's not supposed to be a team. Like, that is not supposed to be. Like, all 5, whatever, them 5, that's not supposed to be like that. I just heard someone say that. Like, it's some, I don't know if they got lucky or something with the CBA or something, but they is not supposed to have all 5 of them on the same team, bro.
With Garland and Donovan
and
Mitchell,
you notice no
Evan
other
Mobley
team got that. Why?
Great basketball
exactly,
right
bro. It's
now
a super team.
Atkinson.
They got lucky.
And
They
the
did
best
something.
thing
I
they
don't
went
know.
out and done,
Before the
what I've been
CBA
saying
changed
all
or something.
season long, is they had to address the wing position, the most important position in the NBA. And at the trade deadline, they went out and got DeAndre Hunter from the Atlanta Hawks, a great guy with size, athleticism.
They just gave that man
play
up.
Both ends of the floor. That's 6'8", 6'9", and very versatile. They addressed the wing position, which they needed to do in order to compete with the
Boston they didn't have Celtics. Good defense. I mean, they didn't. That's what I noticed about them. Like that's why I was like, well, yeah, DeAndre Hunter probably gonna be on Kyrie now. Okay, that do change something. But then who guarding AD? And then nah, we got that. I ain't gonna lie. As long as We good. We got that. I ain't gonna count. Because all 5 of y'all, we could just get a mismatch, get a screen. I can get Donovan Mitchell on me. I'm Kyrie. Cooking. Come on, man. I'm Kyrie. I'm cooking him. You know what I'm saying? I already know it. Yeah, so. Yeah. The Cavs, they are, but we gonna beat them, though. You know what I'm saying? I think they can beat the Celtics, but we gonna beat them. You know what I'm saying?
And you heard him raise the level there. He said that the Cavs
if we can make
are
it, if we can be healthy,
winning
bro.
caliber contenders. Do you agree?
I agree. I wouldn't have them as the favorite. I think they can beat anybody in a series under the right circumstances. They are an elite three-point shooting team. They are a strong defensive team. Their one weakness was size on the wing. Teams with big wings were giving them problems throughout the year. I don't know if DeAndre Hunter solves the problem, but it certainly addresses it. They are better equipped to defend Boston than they were a couple of weeks ago. I will love to see that play out in a 7-game series.
And Wendy, we saw this early on in the season. We talked about it on SportsCenter. OKC in Cleveland and the caliber of that type of play. You could argue, just based on market size and where they stand, Cleveland is really the representative of that in the East that Oklahoma City is out West.
Absolutely. I think the Cavs have won over a lot of believers. It's interesting to me that the Cavs have seemed to win over believers, whereas the Thunder maybe have not. They have the exact same record.
Nigga, they losing to us.
When they played in Oklahoma City, the Thunder blew their doors off in Cleveland. It was a tremendous game that the Cavs ended up winning. It is a definite contender team. They have a superstar player in Donovan Mitchell who can win you a playoff game. They have the size and versatility to match up.
And not even Donovan. My boy Kyrie can get Darius Garland on him, boy.
If they get hot from three-point range, you are not beating them, and that's going to happen a couple of times in any series.
Bobby, what about you and the Cavs?
they can't get hot from 3, though.
I'm with the guys as far as contender. And Perk made a great point. Rarely
our lineup gonna be too big for these niggas, bro.
See a team that's number 1 in the Eastern Conference or in any conference at the trade deadline go out and take an aggressive move, and they certainly get DeAndre Hunter in the trade with Atlanta, and he can come off the bench and certainly start with you. I think that was kind of a little bit of an Achilles here as far as addressing a weakness here. But when you have the best offense in the NBA in Cleveland here, I think you have to put them in the contender championship level category here, Matt.
Yeah, they have been fun to watch in the first half of the season as the NBA goes on its All-Star break. And, Bobby, I'd like to think I left the most entertaining one for you for a little game of contenders or pretenders. Are the
Why the hell you start with the Lakers?
Contenders or pretenders?
Can I do both? Can I hedge my bet and say both here? I'm going to say for the sake of...
Hell nah, nigga. You got to pick one because if you say pretender, then okay. But if you say contender, you got to stand on that.
Programming, I'm going to say contenders, okay? And why I'm saying that is certainly the impact of Luka in the trade, and certainly when you have LeBron James on your roster. I think you have to put them in the contender category. My concern is this roster is unbalanced. I think when you look at it here, certainly the lack of size, you're going to wind up facing Denver or Oklahoma City, teams that are...
I can't wait for the playoffs, bro. Like, I ain't going to count. This shit finna be lit. But the defense on the Lakers, boy, I don't know if they make it. It depends who they play in the first round, bro.
Definitely going to give you fits as far as some size here. So for
I think they could beat the Rockets.
I'll put them in the contender category, but I'm going to put a big asterisk next to their name.
All right, so you like them, you're in like with them, you're not really in
after
love
the
with
first
them
round, no.
yet. So, Wendy, where do you weigh in on the Lakers being contenders or pretenders?
Well, if they get the right matchups in the playoffs, Matt, their size problems won't really show up. Like, I could see them playing the Warriors in the first round. I think the Warriors would have a hard time.
I don't know if they go. Oh yeah, I mean they can make the playoffs. They're gonna do that playing shit. See, I'm not even thinking about the playing. I'm thinking about 1 through 6, bro. I'm almost thinking it's only 6 spots. I forgot it's 8 though. So yeah, they could make the playoffs. Yeah, that could happen.
Firepower on the perimeter.
I ain't gonna say no. We getting out the play-in.
But
I ain't even gonna say that
might
be us. No, it ain't.
Who have one of the best big men in the history of the game, and then potentially, eventually, you're gonna see the Thunder, potentially both. And they have 2 7-footers who are incredibly dynamic.
Hey, why was he going crazy?
I just don't think they're
no, he posted
to win against an array of different opponents. And so that's why I'm going to keep them in pretender status. But I love their mid-range future. I think they'll get a center, get more size in the offseason. I think they're dangerous now. I just can't call them a pretender without a viable center option.
I didn't hear what Bobby had to say because when he started off saying there was a contender, I took my earpiece. So I didn't hear him.
You should have left it in. I hedged my bet, Perk. I hedged my bet.
because I totally disagree with this. There's no way in hell when you look at this Laker roster that you could call them legit title contenders.
That's what I was saying. Okay, but they be clickbait like hell.
Right now, look, in the near future, 2-3 years down the line, absolutely.
That makes sense,
they have to check the boxes, and one of those boxes is that they need a dynamic roller, a live threat at the basket. Alex Len, do I think he's a solid backup center in the league? Absolutely.
He's
not a starter. He's not what Luka Doncic needs. We saw that last year with the athletic bigs and Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. Luka needs space to operate. He needs a guy that's going to be a live threat so he could get downhill. They don't have that. Their defense suck on the perimeter.
Bro, I feel
they still
bad,
need to
bro.
address those issues.
77,
they're
bro.
still.
Damn, Luka, bro. He is not supposed to be over there, bro. Like, nigga got to make new friends. Nigga got to do all type of shit. I know you don't want to do that, bro. Man, bro.
There's a second round.
But defense, bro. I feel Nico, but I feel bad for Luka too.
We'll start there. Gentlemen, thank you. Enjoy All-Star Weekend. It should be fun. It begins tonight in the San Francisco.
And then, like, just the way this should be, the way, like, we be moving, bro. Like, the pace we can move at without him, though. I see it, and it's like, but it's still Luka, though, man. Y'all boys tell me what y'all think about that, though, bro. I'm out, bro.